VGC and vice versa. But I'd be curious to see what people think here.
Oh, they're not going to think too much longer because we're underway here, Zark. Into stage one, and pretty decent sync out of the gate here. So we see top route versus bottom route right out of the gate. VGC versus Axel on this side. So let's see how that one pans out toward the end of the stage.
Yeah, VGC's really starting to mix a lot of things into his runs. Definitely making a strong push for the license. You know, Axel has been coming back to it from time to time, but when he's on quick, and he is strong. So, you know, very well expect 2 sub-13s here.
So I want to call this out really fast that VGC just got a lazy Tyson, but was able to get the backup on that and get the Tyson boost off the second one. That was a nice little heads-up play there.
Yeah, that's something else, especially for someone who, I mean, granted, that's not necessarily a low percent thing, but to have backups like that, that's pretty special.
That's a nice little contingency plan. So, you know, VGC's been training in the mountains in said cabin, I guess, maybe, and putting in some work and getting those backup strats ready for race day. And we're pretty even by the end of this screen here, looking like flipping, flopping, going up the ladder here. Axel Foley, VGC nipping at the heels at this point, coming up to the giddy up. Got some left side, right side action there. Very, very nice. Grabbing the spin slash, hopping up and over into the girders here. 1, 2, 3 spins, a lady. Going on up into the bounce house. Clean execution from both. Very, very nice. Into the final screen. We'll see what the door times are at this point. Timer's not exactly super accurate, but we'll see. So that's a 109 door and a 109 door. So pretty even for both there. Very, very close together as we go into 2-2.
Yeah, there's no complaints about leaving there with a 109. I mean, that's basically for the fact that they did no climbs. I mean, 110 is probably very optimistic, so 109 is great, and they're continuing to be clean here throughout. So this is exactly what you want to see for both our runners.
So small little difference right there out of the gate. We had Axel Foley do the quick drop onto the ladder, not going over to the left side platform where VGC held on to that there. So Axel trying to lengthen their stride a little bit on this, getting that bat boost, getting pushed back for VGC. So Axel right now pulling ahead just from some small execution changes into 2-2. Still anybody's race, of course. Still fairly early on. Spinning and winning, doing a pretty good job here overall. Good ninpo. 10 at the door. It's exactly what you want for Axel Foley. First one to go into the bomber head, and VGC getting that tight jump at the very end. Deceptively tight off of that pillar there. I've definitely seen a few folks take deaths there, including myself. But hey, 10 nimbo for both, and Bomberhead down. Moving on to stage 3 already, Zark.
Yeah, Axel looking very good, showing the thousands of runs under his belt, the race time experience under his belt. He's carving out a pretty quick advantage here, and we'll just see if he's able to extend that or if VGC's able to do something here.
Which you are. So moving on, getting the throw and grabbing the fire wheel. Both runners, they're very crisp and clean going through 3-1 here. Good execution, good jumps and platforming, and closing it out. So even though that Axel is out in front, it's not by much. Only a few seconds apart here as we go into 3-2. I'm expecting both to probably bust out the Bumble Tumble here. I'm pretty sure they both know it, but we'll see how things work out with that.
Yeah, Axel comes from a time where the Bumble Tumble became an evolution, whereas VGC came onto the scene when Bumble Tumble was already baked into the story. So, you know, I would expect to see maybe VGC do it more likely of the two, but you'd probably expect both of them to do it.
Oh, well, Axel making a liar of us, as is VGC. Look at them, they're both going for it. So Axel with the full send, VGC with the full send. They didn't even stop. They're pushing all the way in. It's going to come down to Massacre kill here. That's a really nice kill from Axel. My goodness, and a good one from VGC there. I think Axel maybe edged it out just slightly a bit faster.
Yeah, Axel, you know, he had one hit left on Massacre, and he went to jump slash, and he probably should have just used whatever flame he had left, and it cost him a couple seconds, but he's still ahead.
There it is, into the murder jungle, 4-1. No bad hammers for either of them there, so very, very nice. Spinning the cat, will he go top route? Nope, he walks down low for Axel. What about VGC? Same thing, going with the consistency strat. into the long ladder climb. No quick climbs there for either, which I respect. Again, going up there, just hold up and do the thing. You'll be all right. Always go underneath the bird there, no problem whatsoever. Into the bridge for 4-2 for Axel. Having to play consistent. VGC hanging with at this point. So maybe some small optimization changes here, but definitely looking to capitalize. Waiting for the bat. Getting tagged in the head there from the hammer. A little parting gift on that one for waiting, unfortunately. Axel first one on top of the final bridge. Oh, unfortunately, VGC getting hung up there. Some bad Hammer Brother patterns there. Moonwalking and now getting tagged by the bird. Now this is where spawns can get out of hand here. This is where your script kind of gets torn up, getting moshed up by the pickles on that one. Axel, first one into 4-3.
Yeah, Axel looking great, and he hasn't been doing any climbs for most of the run, and then there you go, he does a little confidence climb there, and now he's starting to do his climbs, so maybe we're going to start to see a different Axel as he feels more and more comfortable with where he stands in this race.
Yeah, feeling himself definitely playing great here. You can definitely tell he's been putting in some reps and doing some good work into 4-3. So looking quality, as is VGC. Just some small mistakes here, and Axel not really making any that VGC can capitalize on yet. So Axel just running his race and doing good work here. Gonna be getting that bullet boost lined up perfectly. Very, very nice. Climbing up the left-hand side of the stairs. No Nimpo gonna grab that boost off the Stallone and does good job. And gonna be going into Kelberos with spin slash in tow.
Axel should feel very happy with how that stage 4 went. He's coming out of here. He might be close to PB pace, but either way, this is exactly what you want from your race if you're Axel.
Now the true judgment stages 5 and 6 lay before us here at this point. We'll see how that works out. No manip required to kind of drop down that hammer, bro. Just hopping on up. VGC taking down Kelberos.
Yep, VGC making his way smoothly into 5 here. It comes to question. There's so many things that can go wrong here. There's so many things you have to do technically well through this stage. It can go very well, or it can really fall apart. And if you take a death, it could be punishing.
So it looks like getting tagged by the hammer. They're not opting to go for the bird boost. And there it is. There is the death. There's the mistake that VGC needed from Axel Foley, going back to the beginning of 5-1 at this point. So let's see what happens. So that's a very punishing death. One of the most punishing ones in the game, unfortunately. You hate to see it, but Axel definitely not out of this. Can charge back, but VGC now leapfrogging into first. First one into 5-2.
Wow, and Axel is just getting punished big time back in 5-1. He took 4 hits from the pickle ninja, and yeah, all hope is not lost, but he's gotta do a lot here to get back into this.
Yeah, just a mental crushing blow on that one, but it definitely not insurmountable to come back from. Definitely believe in that. Gonna be finishing up 5-1 here. And VGC getting into the dragon turrets, hopping up, doing the fast strat. Oh, hopping over that one though. But doing a nice little boost, very good. Now here we go into the lemon drop, getting kicked up, grabbing the medicine, and tries to do the lemon drop, but gonna have to go back and kind of reposition in the Ohon way there, and getting the tempo, make sure that cancels good, and spins through Janet into 5-3 for VGC.
VGC's looking great. He's capitalizing on his opportunities here. That lemon drop did not go ideally. Definitely lost a little time there, but if he can make his way cleanly here through 5-3, then he's going to definitely be the first one into 6-1 here. And Axel just needs to not make any more major mistakes.
So Axel opting to do that the hard way and readjusting solely on the right side. I got a little worried there on that one, but was able to pull that one out here. So VGC not going for SP boost, just getting a boost from the runners popping down and pushing through to make sure that that bird is a non-issue. Spin to win on that one. Plenty of Ninpo, and opting not to. I'm very surprised by that. Saving the Ninpo here with that 15. Looking to have that extra bit, but getting tagged. Oh my God, that was so close.
Oh my gosh, that was wild. VGC was right on the edge of losing his spin slash, losing about 6 extra seconds, 10 extra seconds. Thankfully for his sake, that didn't happen. It's not part of the story. He's on to stage 6.
With the preview that we had here, folks, like with the sprite flicker that happened, the frames lined up. I couldn't tell where he was until he came back. I thought for sure that he got tagged at the very edge of that you can get pushed off there by that Silver Surfer throwing the axe out like that. I'm going to call this out here real quick here, Zark.
Thanks, Beta. You're
Axel not too far behind, definitely making up ground.
Yeah, he's right there. He's probably 10 seconds back. If VGC has a tough 6-1, then, you know, he's going to be back in it.
So here we are, end of 6-1. Very clean for VGC, not allowing Axel any concessions on this one here, but also Axel not making any mistakes on their side here. So VGC coming into 6-2. This is where we see a lot of variance, and here we go. Hammers are throwing at this point. Let's see what the execution looks like at this part. Grabbing spin slash. Okay, there we go. Oh! Walked off the edge, but able to quick climb.
Oh, no! But he panicked.
Unfortunately, the timing was thrown off because of it.
He panicked, and so he ended up in the pit because he did a jump early.
And it looks like an ad break, unfortunately, on VGC side at the poor time, but right after the death that we saw here. So we're gonna all eyes on Axel trying to push through at this point. So we're gonna focus on him getting hung up here with the Gremlin taking some hits, but it has 10 ninpo going into Hell Hallway.
Yeah, and I can actually offer a little bit of VGC as I'm watching him directly. He's making his way through 5-2 here. He's going up onto the ladder to make his way through Hell's Hallway, so that's where he's at. Okay, and you can see where we are there.
Yeah, we're back, baby. So here we go, final screen for 6-2. Nice little vaulting of the hard way on that one for Axel. Not even going up the platform, so getting across there, but very nice. First one into 6-3, Hell Hallway for VGC. Plenty of ninpo to make it through. No problem whatsoever there. So let's see if we can get out of 6-2 and get into 6-3 to join Axel Foley. Gremlin and Bird giving some trouble, though. Getting pushed back. Lots of Stanleys, all the Stanleys, just to make sure that the things are consistent. Going top route. I'm just going to take that out entirely. Shifting focus over to Axel Foley. Looking. Setting up for the Bird boost. Beautifully done.
Oh.
But ooh.
Yeah.
So VGC had that moment where he got tagged and I thought he was dead. Axel Foley got tagged by a hammer. I thought he was dead, but actually got pushed onto the wall, or either had the wherewithal to jump to get on the wall, so he didn't die in that split second.
Axel's skipping the health. He's got 6 left, so he can get through. He's going to go through the conservative route, which should be fine, but my goodness, that's risky.
Oh, those are some weirdly placed spins there too. I think he actually stopped on the second one there, but able to spin the clown nose. It is Axel Foley at this point charging for Team Purple. Jackio and the Demon are all that remain at this point. VGC getting tagged, able to juke the Bird though. Scary, scary, scary. Here we go on Jackio, Axel Foley.
Are the nerves going to catch up to him here? Let's see.
He's hugging Jack. Yeah. He's being very aggressive.
Another one.
Hugs.
I mean, he can't take any more head-on hits, and he takes another one.
Oh boy, it's gonna come down to this. He's got to do some juking here. He's got to make sure this mash counts, and does. Wow. He clutches it out. A heartbreaker. Man, wow. I don't even know what to say here, Zark. On to the Demon.
Too close for comfort.
VGC also going super aggressive here. 3-jump head on that one, cutting down the tail on Axel's side, hoping for a good shrimp pattern.
A great Jackio by VGC. It might just be too late.
Yeah, too little, too late. Literally the perfect shrimp pattern for Axel. Does not even need to bring an umbrella at all. Beautifully done. Bringing it home for Team Purple. Can you believe it there? I just can't believe it there, Zark. Freaking 4-3 on that. I'm losing my words here. This whole thing has me frazzled.
Yeah, the Drupatius household is very happy. No doubt they're high-fiving right now. They got it done for their team. Both of them.
Really close.
There's no question that they've helped carry the day. They have half of the wins for Team Purple right now. They deserve everything, particularly here in this race. Axel getting it done. We knew he could. He had some adversity. He climbed back and he got it done when he needed to.
Yeah, both runners having their scars on this one. Some real rough ones there. I kind of wonder how things would have shaped out if VGC didn't get hung up there at the end of 6-2 and took that unfortunate death. But both are taking some unfortunate deaths here. That we've had. I mean, that was that 5-1 that I think that Axel rallied back from. That's a very disheartening death. But hey, pulling out the win on this one and getting that point here. So we're at 4-3 here, Zark. Moving into so GG overall, great race for VGC and Axel Foley.